Hey there, everyone. Greetings on this full moon eclipse we've got going today. So I wanted to do a short video before I go into a video on the moon and planets and all the shifts that are taking place. I wanted to do a short video on the sacred embodiment process of whole being wellness, right? That holistic paradigm that I'm working from in my work and really weaving through all of the videos that I'm doing, and that I thank you all who are resonating with them. You're probably recognizing there are the different topics. We just did 3 videos on relationship and on divine union. And now I'm going to be weaving the focus back a little bit into kind of the cosmic and the earth-based talks and teachings. And the perspectives that I come from have to do with how do we bring the sacred into all aspects of our life. And I call this whole being wellness. And it's recognizing that there are many templates that we can use in order to integrate our life more fully and allow the fusion, the merging, the weaving from relationship with oneself, relationship with other, relationship with the energetics of the planet and the cosmos, the energetics and the relationships within romantic partnerships, deepening intimacy in all of these realms with the umbrella of the divine. And they feel like perhaps sometimes that, the focus is here and the focus is here and the focus is here. And part of that is true. And what we're moving towards more and more in our world, in the higher consciousness expressions, is unification and integration. And for me, it really is about how do I step into all areas of my life from a higher perspective and consistently expand my consciousness to integrate all of that as a unified, fluid life stream where I'm not separated or segregating, this is who I am in my workplace and this is who I am with this friend or this friend, and I'm not saying that we don't have different aspects, but that we're intimately connecting with all of them. We're coming present with all of our life. We're sensitizing to the subtleties in order to create a greater coherence. And when I'm talking about coherence, I'm talking about a coherence within our being and within the whole field around us, so that coherence allows life to feel stable and grounded and clear and connected from an embodied place. And as we do this, life gains a new richness. And most everything that I offer and that I share about, you're probably recognizing if you've been following the videos, is it's really about learning to navigate the world from a deep, interconnected place and space. where we're learning over time. All of us are consistently learning how to deepen into our soul presence through self-acceptance, self-love, self-honor, knowing our inherent worth, really coming home to ourselves, becoming embodied in a world that is structured to disempower us by keeping us outwardly focused in ways that don't serve us and that scatter our energies and our consciousness and actually lower the frequency of our consciousness. So in Art of Sacred Embodiment, I'm sharing perspectives and, my personal opinions and experiences and, how I've observed and witnessed the growth experiences of clients that I work with to weave together a deeper, more holistic way of living for those who feel called to it, who resonate, who align, right? And it's really cool to see, new subscribers and comments from people. Like I love that. I appreciate it. I love hearing how it's landing for you and what things are landing for you. And there are definitely topics that I'm recognizing are, are more resonant, perhaps, with more of you than others. And I love seeing that as well. And at the same time, part of my purpose and my divine alignment is to keep sharing the deepening of these subtleties and the deepening of this intimacy and the relationships that we're forming with all of life. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that because I recognize that now as we move into sort of more planetary and cosmic shares and videos again, it might seem like, well, what happened to the partnership and divine union and all of that? It's all part of it. But we spiral. The feminine path, right? And this is not without a masculine presence, but part of the feminine dominant path, we could say, is one that spirals and weaves together. It unifies and integrates. And it anchors us deeper into our soul embodiment and our soul empowerment. So if it seems like it's a little fragmented, I just wanted to clarify why it might appear that way. And that really we're weaving together a more holistic view of life and living, and that all of it is important. All of it is part of our health and vitality and both interconnection and interconnection with all that is, recognizing that everything has consciousness. And that's where we're going as we move into the new earth paradigms. If that term resonates with you, I'm not sure. But you might have a different word for it, and that's fine. It's finding your own language, right? Finding your own experience. And if I can support that, then that's awesome. But it's recognizing that as we move into these higher expanded states of consciousness, awareness, higher levels of love, and new systems that invite us to live our life in very different ways. It's all higher frequency. And that's the most important term to kind of recognize and grok, is all consciousness is frequency. And as we raise our consciousness, expand our consciousness into more freer states and more compassionate, loving states of being, then those are all levels of consciousness. Nature has a consciousness. This tree, my lovely brother oak tree, has a consciousness, and we can communicate with our plants, with our trees, with the planets, with the energies and frequencies that we are receiving on the planet. And we have a choice to interact with them and deepen a greater presencing, creating a sacred bridge between the divine and this plane here that we can see and touch and feel. So whole life wellness is definitely a umbrella template of art of sacred embodiment, and that is also a greater template. And within both of those, there are smaller, more pinpointed, focused templates, practices, embodiment awarenesses that we work with in order to support this integrated whole, our own holy wholeness that we are evolving into. So I just wanted to share that little snippet. And thank you again for those who are joining me on this journey and resonating. I deeply appreciate it. And thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Blessings.